Are you the type of person that's sitting down right now thinking, what in the world do I get someone who is a DIYer? Or on the flip side of that coin, are you someone who is the DIYer in your home and you're trying to think of ways to nudge, nudge, hint, hint at things that you potentially might want to upgrade or get? If either one of those strike a chord with you, keep watching. This video is sponsored by Lowe's. However, I had free reign to go pick and give my suggestions. So today we're focusing on hand tools. At the very end, I actually have two bonus things that I think everyone should have. Not necessarily a hand tool, but one's kind of gimmicky, but I've found that it's very, very useful. And the best thing is every single one of these tools fit inside this bag, except for technically 3, but 2 of the bonus tool, I'll get to in a minute. Ultimately, they all fit inside this wonderful storage bag. So let's get into it. I'll also be sure to put the current price either here or somewhere, whatever looks prettiest. So the first one is this CRAFTSMAN restock tool bag. I believe it's a 17-inch tool bag. This is going to be the thing that's going to hold all of these tools that we're gonna go through today. And the restock is really cool. So what that is essentially you can have a pack out with all of the hard plasticky stuff. You can put this on the very top, good to go. So first one, the largest group, wrenches. 8-inch needle nose pliers, 8-inch slip joint pliers, 8-inch lineman pliers, a 6 and 10-inch adjustable wrench, 10-inch channel, not channel locks. They're technically called groove joint pliers. So the next tool is a 3-pack by Klein. This is a standard metric and Torx combo. Now, an alternative to that, there's a CRAFTSMAN 20-piece. This is a hex set or an Allen wrench set. Essentially your standard and metric, and it actually has something down at the bottom where you can make it really easy. It's a handle, essentially. The other benefit to this is they have the ball end. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get really close. Okay, now we're going to move to cutting. I love me a good folding utility knife. This is a 2-pack, also by CRAFTSMAN, a black and red. I don't like anything super fancy or colorful. Along with that, having a stack of carbide blades. If you're using this, you need this. 7-inch diagonal cutters. Next, wire strippers. Now these ones specifically claim that they can bolt cut as well as crimping. Let's move to the preparatory type of tools. Everyone needs a stud finder. If you're gonna do anything and any type of work, putting portraits or hanging anything, you need to figure out where your studs are. Now, along with that, if you're going to be working on anything electrical, make sure you have a voltage tester. Something that I feel like is also relatively unique, having a punch set. Everyone needs a hammer. Every DIYer, whether you're going to be finishing a basement, remodeling, or just basic removing some things that are cosmetic, you need a pry bar. And the last kind of like preparatory tool is a mallet. Now I go for a no mar mallet. If you're gonna do some flooring projects, you don't wanna scuff up the floor. Now we're going to get into our measuring tools. Anytime you think of measuring tape. This one's 25 feet. Get one that's durable. Torpedo levels. Now these are, I think, 9 inches. Next is a speed square. I always gravitate towards this Swanson product. Now, along with a torpedo level, I would also recommend at least a 24-inch level. There's been many times I just need a quick screwdriver, so I run to my toolbox, or in this case, tool bag, and you grab these off to the side. I can think of so many different things, appliances, toys, whatever. Precision set comes in handy. Now this next tool isn't necessarily a hand tool, but it is a necessity for power tools. A bit set. I think everyone who has a impact drill or power drill or something needs to make sure that they have a bit set. This is a little bit more robust. There's a lot of sets out there that have like a 4-pack, so you can take that one thing for a specific job. But if you don't know what you need, this is a very nice all-inclusive set. Now, all these hand tools, I think you can come up with a variety of projects that will come in very, very handy. I think they're an absolute staple and they are a must. However, there are 2 tools that I think everyone should have that are a little bit more unique. Tool number 1, a bucket. I think every DIYer should have a bucket. Now, if you don't like the bag idea and you want to stay a little bit more messy organized and just toss all your tools in there, awesome, great. I think there's been plenty of times where I've ran into people who they actually have specific buckets to specific projects or specific tasks. For example, someone who wants to do carpentry, they have a carpentry bucket. Or they want to do framing or electrical or whatever. They also have bucket organizers that you can put all your tools in. I think that works great. Whatever it is, if you're mixing stuff or just hauling water or playing around, you need a plastic bucket. And last but not least, kind of the gimmicky tool. It's more of like a organizer, but the battery daddy. Yeah, it's a great name for it. I think you could look at this and say, hey, it's an as seen on TV type of product. And yeah, it very well could be. However, I have an organizer for batteries like this in my garage. This has come in really, really handy. I have mine mounted on the wall. And this can hold up to, I think it's like 180, yeah, 180 batteries. That's a ton of batteries. We're talking like AAAs, AA's, the 9 volt, we're looking, I think those are C batteries, even the little button batteries, there's a little compartment there for those, as well as a voltage meter to see if the battery is still good. Now, if you were to add up every single one of these tools together, I think it's after taxes well over $500. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend go buy all these tools right now if you don't have any, but I do think there's also a use case that you can build up to having a robust hand tool line like this. So as you can see, there's no magic tricks. I took everything and just put it in the bag. A little messy. All of the packaging is still on these tools. So you can hopefully see here that I mean, it's a little heavy. I would say it's probably 25 pounds, maybe anywhere between 20 and 25 pounds. Even if you don't have a large toolbox or a garage that you can necessarily put all these tools in, this is a really good solution, or to just shove in a closet and you have all your hand tools. Again, a huge thank you to Lowe's for sponsoring this video. There are amazing deals that are going on right now, especially online. Every single one of these tools will have a YouTube shopping product link down below, as well as I'll put it in the description. If you want to avoid the hassle, you want to avoid the possibility of having a tool not in stock at your nearest Lowe's, go online, they'll ship it to your house. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do some down below. Also, if there's a tool that I missed that you think that tool should definitely be included in everyone's house, I want to hear it down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.